Hello everybody, it's me Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and welcome to Ask MandRproductions episode number 37. I did end up skipping last week's episode because I am a lazy LEGO YouTuber, but I'm back here again this week with episode number 37 for real this time. Also, side note, this weekend on Saturday, the first ever, or not the first ever, but the first episode of the new LEGO Bricks and Bits podcast is going up with myself, Just Too Good, and Chris Productions, so make sure you check that out, noon Eastern on Saturday. If you guys do enjoy this week's Ask MandRproductions, as always, go ahead and leave a like, really helps the channel. And if you have any questions for me for next week's episode, of course, leave those in the comment section below. And be careful, everybody, because the Han Solo movie comes out tonight, so if you're trying to avoid spoilers, be wary of all the comment sections in different people's videos, including my own. And if you have any questions for me about the Han Solo movie after you see it, because I'm going to see it as well, and you want me to answer them on next week's episode, leave those in the comment section below. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Our first question comes from Shadow Slap, and he says, what is the most difficult set you have built? And that's definitely going to go to the LEGO Technic Mac Anthem. That set was quite a build. Obviously, a lot of my Star Wars sets are made out of more traditional LEGO pieces, so they're not really that difficult. You really just sit and look at an instruction booklet. But for me, the LEGO Technic Mac Anthem was something so outside the box that it made it, honestly, a rather difficult and different build. That was probably the most difficult thing about it, was that it was different, and you kind of really had to pay attention. I even missed a piece at one point, and I tried to go back, but I couldn't because it's a Technic set. It's really hard to take apart, so I didn't bother. But yeah, LEGO Technic sets are definitely going to be more difficult to build than some of the traditional LEGO sets, especially the ones that I have. Christian wants to know, why are LEGO architecture sets so expensive? So this is my own personal theory. Obviously, this isn't something that LEGO says, but it's pretty obvious when you look at the sets on their own. Now, the LEGO architecture sets are kind of another level of quality. You have a LEGO Star Wars set. They come in like these kind of thin cardboard boxes, but the LEGO architecture sets are like a high quality LEGO set, if that makes any sense. They have these really nice boxes with a lot of nice artwork. They also have the instruction manuals, which have a lot of behind the scenes thing. It's kind of like a mini UCS set, if you will. And that's something that kind of costs more for LEGO to create. It costs LEGO more to do all the research for all that stuff, probably. And LEGO architecture is also not really targeted towards kids. LEGO architecture is really targeted towards adult collectors, kind of as display pieces. So adults obviously are going to have more disposable income than children who would buy a traditional like LEGO Star Wars set or a LEGO City set. But an adult would see something like a LEGO architecture Eiffel Tower, or say the new Statue of Liberty, and say, hey, that would go as a really nice little piece in my house, just kind of as a nice little piece in my house, a one-off thing, not like an entire LEGO collection. So architecture sets are more geared towards adults, and for that reason I think they're more expensive. Homerino Collectibles wants to know, do you prefer Star Wars ships from the movies or Legends vehicles, such as the TIE Crawler that we don't see as often? So, don't get me wrong, like, regular Star Wars ships are amazing, and I don't think I like the Legends sets more than the regular sets, but there's something really cool about getting a one-off LEGO Star Wars set like the TIE Crawler, or a Shadow Troopers battle pack, or a Shadow ARF Trooper, or Darth Raven, stuff like that, Old Republic, like one-off type things that aren't like from normal Star Wars movies are really cool to me. So I really like it when LEGO does that. Obviously traditional sets are awesome, but Legends sets can also be really, really cool when LEGO just kind of once every couple years is like, oh hey, here's this thing you don't really know much about, like the TIE Defender up there, or yeah, the TIE Defender before it was in Rebels. Remember, LEGO made that before it was in Rebels. Or the TIE Crawler, which I also have on my shelf down below, and that's something really cool that I like when LEGO does. One by One Brick wants to know, Ryan, what LEGO collectible minifigure series do you like the most? So somewhere deep down in my heart, LEGO Series 1 is the best. The original series from back in 2010. It's just nostalgia, that's all it is. But I really like the wrestler from that series. The nurse was really cool. They had a lot of good figures. I really like the new Series 18 with all the party outfits. I think that's incredible. But I think the all-time favorite for me is going to be the Disney series. I just really like seeing LEGO create a lot of cool stuff like Mickey Mouse and other LEGO Disney characters. So I would go with the Disney series as my favorite, but Series 1 is probably a close second and kind of goes back and forth for me, honestly. legobdr wants to know, will you be vlogging at Brickworld Chicago again? Of course I'll be vlogging at Brickworld Chicago again, and all of those vlogs will probably be up on my MandRvlogs channel, so if you guys don't follow that channel, definitely check it out. I also upload vlogs every week on Saturday usually, so I'll be at Brickworld Chicago. If you guys want to go, it is in the middle of June. I'll have the dates and stuff up on the screen right now so you guys can check it out, and I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to go. But Brickworld Chicago is in mid-June. I'm going to be there. A lot of other LEGO people are going to be there. It's an awesome LEGO convention. I highly suggest you go if you can make it. NYGFORLIFE says, what would you do if LEGO stopped making battle packs? Honestly, like current day, it wouldn't affect me that much. I'm not much of an army builder anymore. I don't buy like 30 of every battle pack like I used to. So, I mean, you can see I have quite a few battle packs back there and I really like them, but it wouldn't hurt me that bad if they stopped making them. They're not going to stop making them, but if they did, I probably wouldn't care as much as I would have 5 years ago. DrDeath 2187 says, do you believe LEGO will make more prequel sets? So my thing that I've been saying for like the past 6 months is yes, it's happening. It's going to happen next year. I think starting in January of next year, we're going to have like a whole year of prequel sets for January and the summer waves. I think this because there is no new Star Wars movie coming out in December. Obviously, the Han Solo movie comes out today, and then there's no Star Wars movie later in the year. So when January rolls around, there's going to be nothing left for LEGO to make from the Han Solo movie. They've kind of really done it all already. They had the first wave and they've already got sets for the summer wave this year, so they're not going to really have anything to make come January. So we're going to see Clone Wars stuff, episode 1, 2, 3 probably, maybe some episodes 4, 5, and 6 because it is the 20th year anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, so I'm expecting some anniversary edition sets, maybe a Tantive 4, maybe an Imperial Star Destroyer, lots of different things LEGO can do. Hopefully a TIE Bomber and or TIE Interceptor. I'd really like to see both those sets kind of return in LEGO Star Wars form, so anything can happen next year, but I think next year is going to be a big year for remakes. We're going to see a lot of sets that we just haven't seen in a while, but it's going to be really awesome. Definitely going to get some Clone Wars stuff in there as well, hopefully a V19 Torrent. So, you know, lots of cool different things LEGO can make for next year because the door is wide open with no movie coming out in December. Dylan wants to know, hey, what do you think about Black Ops 4 Battle Royale? Are you excited for it? So you guys know me, I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I love Call of Duty. I never hate on Call of Duty. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my god, this game's futuristic. I hate it. I'm not. I freaking love the game. It's amazing. I play it competitively, and Battle Royale is something that like is obviously really popular, and I've played a few games of Fortnite. Like I kind of enjoyed it, but again, I'm a huge Call of Duty person, so I really just end up going back on Call of Duty, and I think Battle Royale for Black Ops 4 could be really awesome if they do it right, if the connection is really good, if there's enough players, if you have good hit registration as well. I think it could make for a great game mode. I'm definitely going to play it. I'm going to try it out. Obviously, I like the traditional Call of Duty a lot, and if Battle Royale is fun on Call of Duty Black Ops 4, then I will play it. If it's not fun for me, I'm not going to play it, but I'm not just going to blindly hate on the game before it comes out, and I'm definitely just going to play the regular multiplayer if I don't like Battle Royale, and I think that's okay. We have a couple comments of the week right here. First from KDH Studios. He says, why couldn't Leia get a date? Because she looked into Alderaan places. Get it? But Alderaan blew up, so... And Jack Otherstar says, what do you call Ki-Adi-Mundi in his teenage years? Ki-Adi-Moody. Ah, that's a good one. I liked both these. These are pretty good jokes. Tipping Top Hat says, what is your hobby besides LEGO? Like, what do you like to do? So I personally, obviously, as I just kind of mentioned, like to play video games. Usually Call of Duty, although I dabble a little bit in Madden and NHL sometimes. But usually I'm playing Call of Duty, or I like to go play basketball down at the park, pick up basketball. And I obviously really like watching sports a lot too, so if you count that as a hobby, I guess that would be like the third main hobby other than LEGO. So if you want to count that, that's one, but those are like the main things that I do other than just sitting here and make videos. Darth Jackson wants to know if I have ever regretted anything about collecting LEGO, and oddly enough, the only thing I feel like I regret about collecting LEGO is when I get rid of some of it. I feel like that's like when I sell a set and then 5 years later I wish I still had it. That's what I regret about collecting LEGO, to be honest, like when I actually get rid of something. So sets like Palpatine's Arrest, the 2005 Sandcrawler, even that Darth Vader's TIE Fighter there, I actually repurchased that one recently. But a lot of sets that I get rid of, I end up looking at 5 years later and wishing I had. So that would be my number one tip to those of you who are younger too. Try not to sell your older LEGO sets if you don't have to, because usually, this isn't always the case, but usually you'll end up regretting it like me, I think. So unless you really need the money to buy the new sets that you really want instead, then go for it. But otherwise, it's usually a bad idea. Jerome wants to know if I'll attempt to make another MOC. I really have no idea. I have no plans at the moment. I don't really care for building MOCs right now. I was kind of discouraged after Hoth, so we'll see what happens there, but not anytime in the super near future. BrickDocs349 wants to know what the most successful video I ever uploaded was, and I guess you guys could just look this up yourself by going to my channel, pressing videos, and then most popular, but I'll go ahead and tell you anyway. It's LEGO meme sets. Somehow it is LEGO meme sets, and it soon may also be LEGO meme sets too, because I just released that video if you guys didn't see it. So LEGO meme sets with over 1 million views, which is just crazy to think that like that video just took off. Like, I didn't really expect that when I uploaded it, but you never do expect it when the one video takes off. It's always that one video you don't expect. It's just how it works. So that's my most successful video ever, if you will. Just Too Tasty Good says, have you ever regretted not buying a Lego Star Wars set? So the biggest story I have of a set I regret not buying is back in 2014, I think. I was at the Lego store, and this was when I had like 5 or 10. I think I was just about to hit 10,000 subscribers. I was like super excited for this. I was going to get a set to kind of commemorate it, and I wanted to get the 2008 Death Star, and that's what I ended up getting. But also on the shelf that day, and this is right at the back end of its availability, was the Imperial Super Star Destroyer. And it was the same exact price as the UCS Death Star. And if I could go back in time, I would totally have swapped what I purchased. As you know, I ended up getting rid of the Death Star rather recently. But I would totally still have the Super Star Destroyer. It's also a set that I kind of want to buy still today. But it's something that I really wish I had purchased for retail price back in the day, because the Death Star just wasn't really for me, I found out. And I'm more of like a display collector as opposed to a playability set like that. Luke wants to know if Brickbusters is going to return, and if so, when. So I'm going to tell you yes, it's going to return, but I'm not going to tell you when, because I don't want to put a date on it. But it's coming back this summer, hopefully. Well, I just put a date on it. Oops. Yoda Skywalker wants to know, what Last Jedi sets do I want that have not come out yet? So that would be like the Resistance Transporter, I think. That's like the one set I can think of off the top of my head. Everything else Lego has really made from The Last Jedi. I mean, I guess we could get like a mini crate duel between Luke and Kylo Ren, because I would like to get that Luke minifigure, that kind of middle-aged Luke Skywalker minifigure, if you will. He was kind of like, he was doing the Force projection thing, that kind of minifigure I'm talking about, or, you know, something like that I think would be kind of cool. Other than that, I don't really know what else they could make from The Last Jedi. If you guys have any ideas, you guys can drop in the comment section below. Maybe they could also make the blue A-Wing from The Last Jedi, but really we just got like 2 A-Wings, so I'm good on A-Wings. I don't know. There isn't much left for them to do. Anyway, that's going to be all for this episode of Ask MandRproductions. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, of course, subscribe. And if you have a question you want me to answer next week, leave it in the comment section down below. My eyes are closed, but you can't tell. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.